Hello everyone. Today we are going to start new topic of this chapter, that is calorimetry. Okay, what is this calorimetry? Now first of all, what is this calorimetry means? So in one line I am telling you this calorimetry is nothing but measurement of heat. What is this calorimetry means? Measurement of heat. Okay, and the device which we are using to measure the heat is called calorimeter. So I am writing here device which used to measure heat is called calorimeter. Is called calorimeter. Is called calorimeter. Now, first of all, let's start from the heat part. Already I explained what is meant by heat. Then also one more time, let's see what is this heat. What is this? So how you can define or how you can tell about this heat? Already we told or we have learned already. What is that? It is a form of energy. It is form of energy. Right? Second point, it flows from not from, okay? It flows from high temperature to low temperature. High temperature to low temperature. Okay. Next one, denoted by Q, we can say. Denoted by Q, and its SI unit is what? Joule. SI unit is joule and denoted by capital J. CGS unit is what? Calorie and denoted by calorie, CAL. Okay. So if we will see the conversion from joule to calorie, conversion is what? We know 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. So if we will round off, then we are getting approximately this is equal to how much? 4.2 joule. So conversion from CGS to SI you can do, or you can use this values, that is 1 calorie is equal to 4.186, and even therefore if we will round off you can use this 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Okay, this is what conversion is. Note down. Okay, next, what is the specific heat capacity? Specific heat capacity. It is denoted by S. Specific heat capacity is denoted by S. So let's see first the definition of this specific heat capacity. So how I can define this specific heat capacity? So see, I can write like this: the amount of heat required required to rise the temperature to rise the temperature to rise the temperature of unit mass substance by or through we will use through 1 degree Celsius. Through 1 degree Celsius. And therefore I can write here S is equal to delta Q by M into delta theta. Delta Q into Q delta Q by M into delta theta. Now, what is this? S is specific heat. Okay, first we will keep this formula in the box where S is specific heat, capacity. Then M is mass, mass of substance. What is delta theta? Rise in temperature. Delta theta is what? Rise in temperature. And delta Q is quantity of heat. Quantity of heat. Okay. So this is what about the specific heat. So what are its SI unit? Okay. SI unit is what for this specific heat? So see here, SI unit. Now see, this is delta Q. So delta Q is what? This is nothing but energy measured in joule. Mass is measured in kg, and temperature is measured in Kelvin. So what it will be? That is joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. This is what the unit of the specific heat, and that is also SI. That is joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. And if you want CGS unit, CGS unit will be what? You see again, delta Q is measured in calorie divided by this mass is measured in gram, and this is in degree Celsius. So that is, I can write like this: calorie gram inverse degree Celsius inverse. Okay, this is what CGS unit is of this specific heat. Okay, so we have learned what is the specific heat and its SI unit and CGS unit. So first note down this. Note down and let's solve one problem. Okay, next. So see here one small problem. the temperature of a silver bar the temperature of silver bar rises by 10 degrees Celsius rises by 10 degrees Celsius. When it absorbs 1.23 kilojoule of energy by heat, the mass of bar is mass of bar is 525 gram. Then what you have to do? Determine specific heat of silver. Specific heat of silver. Okay, this is what they have asked question. So how to solve this? Let's start. So first, when you are solving, first write down given things. So see here, given. So first of all, mass is given, temperature is given, and Q is also given. So I am writing Q is equal to 1.23 kilojoule. This is equal to, this is kilojoule, you convert into joule. 1.23 into 10 to the power 3 joule. Okay. Next one. Next is given as delta theta, that is rise in temperature. This is your 10 degrees Celsius. I am keeping in Celsius only. Next one, mass is given, m is equal to 525 gram. So this is equal to 525 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilogram. And what he is asking? Yes, yes is equal to question mark. So what is our formula? Q is equal to ms delta theta, and nothing but that is what S is equal to Q by m delta theta. Substitute all the values. So what you are getting? So S is equal to Q value 1.23 into 10 to the power 3 divided by this one. So can I shift this decimal direct here? So this is, I can write 0.525 also. Yes or not? So can I write like this? 0.525 also. 0.525 because minus 3 no, so direct we will get less value. Yes, so here m is equal to 0.525 and delta theta is 10. Yes, check karo, is it right? If you will solve this, how much you are getting? This is nothing but 234 joule kg inverse degree Celsius inverse. Okay, so this is your answer. You can solve yourself, just calculation, do it, and you will get the answer like this. This is joule kg inverse Celsius inverse. If you want to find Kelvin inverse here, just this convert 10 degrees Celsius into Kelvin. You will get it as a joule per kg, joule kg inverse, Kelvin inverse. Understand? Okay, note down. Next one. Finished? Next. See here, if note point we can say, if specific heat varies, if specific heat varies, this is a note point, okay? This is not the problem. This is a note point. So I'm writing here note. Note point. If specific heat varies, if specific heat varies with temperature, then heat energy given to a substance, then heat energy given to a substance is, कैसे find out करेंगे? How to find this? Because here specific heat is varying, it is not constant. If temperature is changing, specific heat is changing. Then in these cases, you have to use Q is equal to m integration of S d theta and temperature changing from theta 1 to theta 2. Sir, how or what type of problems they are giving on this model? So let's see one problem on this. Okay, so let's solve one problem on this so that you will understand what type of question you are getting on this and how to solve this type of model. Okay, so let's see. See here how they are giving the specific heat of a substance. The specific here, the specific heat of a substance varies as varies as 3 theta square plus theta into 10 to the power minus 3 calorie gram inverse degree Celsius inverse what is the amount of heat required, what is the amount of heat required to rise the temperature, to rise the temperature of 1 kg of substance, 1 kg of substance from 10 degrees Celsius, from 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the question. See now, read the question carefully. Here, specific heat of substance is varying, it is not constant. Then that's why I have given note point. Then you have to use this formula. But how to solve this? Let's solve. Okay, let's solve this problem. First of all, what are the given things? Yes or not? What are the given things? How to do this? First two, they have given this. We can say this is a yes, है ना? So this is your yes. Yes is equal to 3 theta square plus theta into 10 to the power minus 3, and this is in calorie, gram inverse, Celsius inverse, है ना? This is in series. Next one, m they have given, m is 1 kg. So if I am converting into CGS, how much I am getting? This is 1000 gram. Yes or not? Because why I am converting into kg to gram? Because this is in gram Celsius. So that's why I am converting into CGS. And even temperature is also in Celsius. Okay. So you have to use brain. Whenever they are giving all things in CGS, convert one thing which is in SI. If all are in SI, and means maximum are in SI and one is in CGS, then you can convert into SI. Understood? So here you are having only one thing that is in kg. That's why I'm converting into CGS. So theta 1 is how much here? 10 degrees Celsius. Theta 2 is how much here? 20 degrees Celsius. So let's use now formula. What is that? How you got this formula? You know, we have this, no? dq is equal to ms d theta. Then after taking integration on both sides, what you are getting? Q is equal to m integration of s d theta, and this temperature is from theta 1 to theta 2. Okay, so already we have this. So see here, what we are having, let's substitute that values, because we want to find amount of heat required. So Q we have to find. So let's substitute now. Q is equal to m is how much? 1000. This is 1000. And integration of this yes is how much here? 3 theta square. Yes, 3 theta square only, no? Plus theta, and this is into 10 to the power minus 3, into 10 to the power minus 3, and this is into d theta, and this is 10 and 20, because upper limit and lower limit we have substituted here. Okay, so note down this first. Okay, let's move ahead. Next, so now we got this one. Q is equal to 1000 integration 10 to 20. This is 3 theta square plus theta into 10 to the power minus 3 d theta. So first what I am doing, this 10 power minus 3 is there, no? This one, this 10 power minus 3 I am taking out. Okay, so let's take it out. So therefore I am getting q is equal to this 1000, because it is a constant, that's why I am taking out into 10 to the power minus 3 integration from 10 to 20 upper limit lower limit 3 theta square plus theta into d theta. Now see, this is minus 3 and this 10 power 3, this will get cancelled. So q is equal to, direct you are having this one. So what I am doing now, this I am multiplying. So integration of 3 theta square d theta, okay, right, plus integration of theta d theta, and this is from 10 to 20, this is also from 10 to 20. What I did, I have separated the integration. Okay, so here next step, this 3 is constant, so I am taking again out of this 3 integration of theta square d theta plus integration theta d theta, and from 10 to 20, this is also from 10 to 20, right? So let's see ahead. Now this is 3, that is equal to, so q is equal to 3, and theta square theta means what? Theta power 3 by 3, put upper limit subtract lower limit, plus this is theta square by 2, put upper limit subtract lower limit. What is this? Sir, we did not understand. See this block of integration. Listen here. If suppose you are having integration of x power n dx, and this is something xi and this is something xf, then first of all, this x power n means what? You are getting this x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, and then what you have to do, put upper limit subtract lower limit. What you have to do at the place of this x, put upper limit subtract lower limit. So that is equal to, at the place of this x, so what you will get, x f power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 minus xi power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Understand? So here also what I did, here x is what? Theta, n is what? 2, and this is dx. So therefore theta square d theta, what I did, theta power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, and therefore I got theta cube by 3. Similarly here nothing but what is power 1, and therefore here it is theta square by 2, lower limit is 10, upper limit is 20. So let's move ahead. So this is q is equal to 3. Theta cube means how much you are getting now? 20 cube, है ना? 20 cube by 3 minus 10 cube by 3, isn't it? हो गया ना? Same, you can refer this for this, finished, plus for this term what you will get, 20 square by 2 minus 10 square by 2, put upper limit subtract lower limit. Okay, finished, understood? Is that clear? Yes. Okay, next page. So here what I got, this q is equal to 3 into, है ना? Yes. So this is 3 into 20 cube by 3 minus 10 cube by 3 minus 10 cube by 3 and plus, you see here, what is that? 20 square by 2 minus 10 square by 2. 20 square by 2 minus 10 square by 2. Okay, so I am taking what here, see, 3 and into this 1 by 3 common I am taking. So 20 cube minus 10 cube plus here I am taking 1 by 2 common. So this is 20 square minus 10 square. This 3 and this 3 will get cancelled. So how much you are getting? 20 cube minus 10 cube and this one. If you will solve this, you are getting 7150 calories. This is what your answer is. If you will solve this, you will get this answer 7150. Right? Solve this, you will get this answer. So one more problem of this model I am giving you. Try yourself. I am giving S is equal to 3 theta power 4 plus 2 theta square plus theta. Let me see who will do this. And theta 1 is 1 degree Celsius, theta 2 is 2 degrees Celsius. Okay, and m you take 1 kg only. Okay, 1 kg, that is equal to 1000 gram, right? And you have to find q. Q is equal to question mark. Do it yourself, or else wait. Let me change this value. I will give you very easy so that it will be easy for you. You take 1 gram instead of 1 kg. Take 1 gram. M you take 1 gram and then find out. Let me see how many of you can do it. Okay, just do this. Try this problem. Leave some space for this. Here only you do. Okay, after this problem only, this problem you should do. Leave some space and next slide you write later. Clear? Okay, let's move ahead. Now some note points. Note points we can say regarding this specific heat capacity. Number 1 note point. Yes means specific heat depends on nature of material and unit of temperature. Depends on nature of material and unit of temperature. These 2 points you keep it in mind. Next one, second note point. Water has largest specific heat among solids and liquids. है ना? Yes, because it is having 1000. Yes, so water has largest specific heat among solids and liquids. Therefore, it is used as a coolant, है ना? हम coolant के लिए use करते हैं. Used as a coolant in automobile radiators. you see, if truck engine or car engine, if particularly car engine, they are using water for cooling the engine purpose, yes or not? There will be one fan and all. So why we are using that? Because water has high specific heat. Okay, next one, third point. Yes, maximum for hydrogen. Yes is maximum for hydrogen. How much that is? 3.5 calorie per gram degree Celsius. ओके, किसको ज्यादा है? सबसे ज्यादा हाइड्रोजन को. एंड मिनिमम फॉर, यस मिनिमम फॉर रेडॉन एंड एक्टिनियम. Radon and actinium. How much that is? Nearly equal to 0.022 calorie per gram degree Celsius. You write like this: calorie gram inverse degree Celsius inverse. Better. Calorie gram inverse degree Celsius inverse. Okay. Next point, in a liquids, who is having minimum specific heat? Mercury. Mercury has minimum specific heat. Next note point, S value lies between 0 and infinity. याद रखो, between 0 to infinity. Between 0 and infinity. Specific heat value lies between 0 and infinity. Next one, next note point, sixth one. For isothermal process, this isothermal process, adiabatic process, we will learn in thermodynamics. But if in problem they are giving this isothermal process, then value of specific heat is how much? S is equal to infinity. And if adiabatic process is there, adiabatic process there, S is equal to 0. Next note point, at 0 Kelvin, all substances has S is equal to 0. याद रखो, at 0 Kelvin there is no specific heat. 0 Kelvin. Okay. Next note point, high specific heat, bad conductors of heat. Okay, जिसको भी specific heat is more, they are bad conductors of heat. For example, water, you see, water is a bad conductor of heat, right? Next one, low specific heat, good conductors of heat. याद रखो, good conductors of heat. जिसका specific heat कम है, they will be the best conductors. So therefore, high specific heat, bad conductors of heat, and we can say warms up slowly. है ना, वाटर कैसे कैसे गर्म होता है, स्लोली 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 स्लोली, है ना. Low specific heat, what happens here, cools down slowly. Yes, warms up, no no, here ulta ho gaya, 1 minute रुको. Here it is, here warms up slowly and cools down slowly also, and cools down slowly, both for this only. Okay, cools down slowly. जैसे कि वाटर सी ब्रिजेस में हमने देखा है ना, सी, what happens during daytime, soil is hot, water is cool, but during night time what happens, water will take longer time to cool down, that's why cools down slowly, warms up slowly. This is what high specific heat. Here it is what warms up fast, warms up fast and cools down fast. Okay, yaad rakho, cools down fast. This is what the note point number 8. Next one, I am giving you one table. This is, you can say this as a number 9 point, very very important. Note point number 9. So you can see this table. This will be useful for you. So I am making one table for you here. Okay. You make four columns, we can say. You make like this table. Important specific it I am giving for you. So the first column you write as a serial number. Serial number. Next one in this column, it is a for substance. This one is for specific heat. Here it is CGS value, first one, CGS value, and here it is SI value. Okay, just keep it in mind while problem solving, it will be useful for you. Serial number 1, substance is what? Water. CGS value 1 calorie, gram inverse, degree Celsius inverse, and here it is 4186 joule, kg inverse, Kelvin inverse. Second number, ice. So it is having half of the specific heat than water. You can see at 0.5 calorie, gram inverse, degree Celsius inverse, and it is how much here? 2100. So basically we are taking this as a 4200 standard value, that's why half you are getting 2100. Even you can take this as approximately 4200. Okay, joule, kg inverse, Kelvin inverse, you can write like this, not an issue. So here it is joule, kg inverse, Kelvin inverse. And next one, third one, that is steam. So for steam it is 0.47 calorie gram inverse degree Celsius inverse, and this is equal to 1970 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. Okay, so note down this all specific heat values and read once, revise once. If you have doubt, ask me. Okay, direct call me, and please, this is very interesting now. Don't miss class. Okay, watch carefully. If you have any doubt, call me. I will answer your query. I will send solution also if you want, but don't skip your doubts. Okay, those who have joined now, don't worry. Okay, concentrate now onwards at least. Okay, okay, so let's stop here. Enjoy the day and bye for today.